Imagine taking a sip from an unassuming water bottle, only to learn that it could be teeming with as many as 240,000 microscopic plastic particles. These particles, usually referred to as microplastics, can vary in size from smaller than a grain of sand to almost detectable by the naked eye. Microplastics come in numerous forms, including fragments, films, fibers, and microbeads. Fragmented microplastics are remnants of larger plastic objects that have degraded over time. Films are thin layers of microplastics that arise from the breakdown of plastic bags and wrappers. Microbeads, common in cosmetics and personal care products, are added intentionally for their exfoliating properties. Synthetic fibers, on the other hand, are shed from synthetic clothing during washing. This disquieting scene is not a figment of a dystopian novel, but instead it's a stark reality deeply imprinted in our contemporary existence. We inhabit a planet where our oceans, our lands, and even the water we drink are under relentless attack from plastic contamination. One may assume that their refreshing bottled water is pure and untouched, yet the truth is far more unsettling. Research conducted by leading scientists have revealed that the average bottled water could be teeming with hundreds of thousands of these different types of microplastic particles. Consider the sobering thought of drinking water filled with plastic fibers, films, fragments, and microbeads. These particles, ranging in size from a micron to a millimeter, are virtually invisible to the naked eye, yet their existence is undeniable, and the potential impact they have on our health poses concerning ambiguity. The ecological damage caused by plastic pollution is overwhelming, yet the health implications of ingesting these varied types of microplastics are not yet fully understood. The potential risks, however, are alarming. As we continue to saturate our world with plastic, we are also slowly poisoning our bodies, potentially irreversibly. Turning a blind eye to this issue is not viable. We must face this reality, assume accountability, and actively seek solutions. Recognizing the problem is the first step towards rectifying it. This is the grim truth we grapple with in the era of plastic pollution. Let's dive into a world that will unveil a pressing issue. An authority in the field of environmental science is about to give us insights. Revered, seasoned, and award-winning, Dr. Rebecca Smith is a prominent figure in this sphere. Her life is devoted to revealing the truth about our environment and the impact of human actions upon it. Dr. Smith, celebrated for her extensive accomplishments, has been at the forefront of pioneering research that has forced us to confront an unsettling reality. She has highlighted a disquieting issue that, while largely left unspoken, is becoming an insidious part of our everyday lives. This issue concerns something we regularly overlook: microplastics. And where have these minute, harmful particles been detected, you might wonder? In an unlikely place: bottled water. In Dr. Smith's own words, the presence of microplastics in bottled water is a shocking reality. She further emphasizes, these particles, although tiny, have a massive propensity to bind with damaging toxins. This binding, she elaborates, initiates a perilous sequence of events, possibly introducing these toxins into our bodies and posing a threat to human health. Dr. Smith also shares our research is ongoing. Each day we're learning more about how these microplastics are entering our water supply, and the potential long-term effects of their presence in our bodies are truly alarming. Her forceful words serve as a stark reminder of the threats that we must not underestimate. As we grapple with these revelations, we are forced to reevaluate our understanding of the world and the hidden threats within it. As disclosed by Dr. Smith, hazards might be lurking in the most visible places. We conclude with her compelling warning: everyday items are potential carriers of harmful toxins that could impact our health. We need to better understand these risks and take action. However, the bottled water industry isn't disregarding this issue. Everyone is cognizant of the escalating concerns about the quality and safety of bottled water. Numerous reports have been published, shedding light on potential risks, and the industry is rising to meet these challenges head-on. Playing a pivotal role in this initiative is Mr. Benjamin Carter. His illustrious career in the industry has made him a recognized advocate for stringent standards and continual enhancements. He is currently a delegate for the Global Bottled Water Association, a leading organization in the sector. This group's renown lies in its unwavering dedication to uphold the highest quality standards for bottled water production. Addressing the increasing public apprehension, Mr. Carter was candid. He articulated, Our commitment is towards intensive testing of all our products to spot any potential contaminants or issues. We aren't simply watching the situation unfold passively. We have taken up an active role in finding solutions. Our scientists and researchers are working relentlessly, inspecting every facet, from the raw materials to the bottling process, to ensure the quality of our products. The Global Bottled Water Association has a multifaceted approach to tackle this issue. First, they are investing heavily in research and development for advanced filtration technologies to eliminate any potential harmful substances. Second, they are also conducting regular audits of their production facilities to ensure that strict hygiene standards are adhered to. Third, they are working on transparent labeling to provide consumers with detailed information about the source and treatment of the water they consume. An underlying sentiment echoes in his statement. The safety of consumers isn't just a central tenet in all their work. This reassures us that nothing is held in higher regard than the health and well-being of those who trust and consume their products. As Mr. Carter passionately proclaimed, the safety of our consumers is paramount. So the question remains, should we be worried? The answer, as with most things in science, isn't simple. There's a lot to ponder. The first thing to understand is that there's a burgeoning body of evidence that pinpoints potential health risks linked to microplastics. These are minuscule fragments of plastic that can infiltrate our bodies via various channels, from the seafood we consume to the bottled water we drink, even the air we inhale. But the complexity of the issue doesn't stop there. The removal of these tiny particles from water presents a significant challenge. Conventional water treatment methods can't completely eliminate them, and new technologies are under development. There are ongoing debates among scientists about the best ways to tackle the problem. There's also a growing unease about the long-term ramifications of these particles on our health. Some research proposes that they could contribute to conditions like heart disease, diabetes, and even cancer. This is certainly a cause for concern, but it doesn't imply we should descend into panic. The issue is multifaceted and demands a comprehensive response. The silver lining in all of this is consciousness about the issue is escalating. It's not something that's being ignored. On the contrary, it's being spotlighted and treated with the gravity it deserves. Industrial players, scientists, and environmentalists are amalgamating their efforts to confront this problem directly. From the creation of innovative plastic substitutes to the enforcement of stricter regulations and cleanup initiatives, a lot of proactive measures are being implemented to alleviate the negative impacts of microplastics. It's heartening to observe the dedication demonstrated by the industry to rectify this issue. The ongoing debates and research among scientists and the proactive steps being taken by the industry are testament to the seriousness and complexity of the problem. Indeed, it is quite evident that we're dealing with an issue of immense global significance that demands a collective international resolution. This issue of plastic pollution, a menace that produces nearly 300 million tons of plastic waste every year, does not recognize borders. It infiltrates every corner of our planet, affecting communities from the bustling cities of the industrialized world to the rural landscapes of developing countries. It's a problem that permeates through different societies, cultures, and economies, transcending nationalities and socioeconomic statuses. Consequently, the solution must be as widespread and inclusive. From sweeping changes in industrial practices like the adoption of circular economy models by over 50% of European businesses to the smallest everyday actions of individuals, all contribute to this fight. Each sector, each person, has an integral part to play. Because the struggle against plastic pollution, a problem that if left unchecked may lead to more plastic than fish in our oceans by 2050, is a shared responsibility. It is a battle we must fight together in a global effort towards a cleaner, sustainable future. To conclude, the existence of microplastics in our bottled water is a stark reality that cannot be overlooked. Scientists around the globe are delving deeper into the possible health risks these minute particles can potentially trigger. Even though this concern is relatively fresh on the scientific front, it has already sparked significant interest among the global research community and the health sector. Preliminary research results suggest that the implications could be grave, raising alarm bells about the severity of this issue. It is imperative to acknowledge this looming threat, and the bottled water industry is doing just that, actively developing strategies to combat this unprecedented issue, a testament to their commitment to maintaining the quality and safety of their products. However, it is crucial to note that this is an evolving situation requiring continued research and prompt action. We must remain vigilant and proactive in our response to this emerging health crisis. So the next time you reach for a bottle of water, remember, it's not just about quenching your thirst. It's about being aware of the world around you and the impact your choices can have. After all, every sip counts.